Hey everybody, Aaron here. Welcome back to another anime review. Today we look at SukaSuka episode 11. One episode away from the season finale, or I'm gonna actually presume series finale the way it's going. So we learned a lot more about the fairies, and I think that was kind of, in its own right, really emotional to learn about what they really are. So apparently, originally the world was already destroying itself because of humans. And so the gods watching them decided they wanted to intervene and stop the humans from, fighting each other by destroying them. But the humans actually came off on top. Now, in the process of this, though, obviously there were things that they made that were still lasting legacies. For example, fairies. So apparently a fairy actually is one of the children that died, that their soul was then given to another to inhabit, their body. And that's why we keep seeing the swaps and stuff like that, I presume. It's still a little, coincidental. Like, is it that every soul already has then two inherent bodies in it? Or is it just that they are just one person that, I don't know exactly, but maybe one of you guys can tell me in the comments below. But we learned about Elk being the soul for Clothy, essentially. Now, what's also very interesting is that we learn a little bit more about Lilia, who was a girl who actually also loved William just as much as Clothy, and she's the one who actually took down Elk, who apparently was a very strong child. Apparently she was supposed to be like a godlike being and was able to somehow seal her away. So, if once Clothy loses herself completely, Elk will come back into her body. That's messed up, and it's very close to happening. It looks like next week's episode, most likely that's going to happen. And, William apparently is dealing with his own internal strife where he's contemplating, is he with Clothy because he really truly loves Clothy, or is it because he feels like she's so similar to Lilia that he just wants to try to protect her now? If it's a hard one, like, because you almost wonder which side is right or which side is wrong, because I understand, I think William does love Clothy. I just think that he's inflicted himself because he doesn't know what his really true feelings are. I think he's rushing it because he feels like he has to rush it for her sake. And I think that's the biggest thing that the show's trying to give takeaway to, is that this kind of rushed, romance because of the fact that she's on borrowed time. I'll be honest with you, like, does anyone else feel this? But me, personally, I feel like the fighting and everything is almost like a secondary thing to this, where when it happens, I almost give a shit about the fighting. Like, I don't really care about it. I really just rather go back to, like, seeing what's happening with William Clothy or the other fairies and like, what's happening with their mindsets. I don't really care about the fighting too much. Like, the fighting is good, don't get me wrong. It's very visceral. It's got some nice action, especially today's episode. Seeing all those Timmel come up out of the ground, and you see hundreds of them, and then you see them start boarding the ship. That was cool. But I'm like, I don't care about that too much. Like, it's not one of my main concerns about this. I want to see what happens further with Clothy. And I almost wonder if they did that on purpose, because that's interesting. I think that's an interesting way of doing it. Anyways, guys and girls, I will talk to you later. As always, I am done with my reviews for today. Have a great day, everyone. God bless you all. Bye-bye.